try to avoid lifestyle creep or lifestyle inflation. So we tend to spend more when our income goes up. Now, NBA players, NFL players, a lot of them go broke just a few years after they retire. So try to practice spending and living below your means. Before we start, I'm giving away my $197 Wealth Builders Toolkit free for a limited period. It's the exact system I use to manage my money and plan investments. So grab it while it's still free, link in the description, and let's dive straight in. Yeah, you can try the other method too, and you can practice spending a little bit more and allowing that to drive you, to motivate you, but that's not for everybody. However, do try to avoid the scarcity mindset. That's also called the limiting mindset by some people. So you might want to consider spending more to make more or to be happier. So you want to consider something like, the money dials approach of someone like Ramit Sethi. So it's not for everybody. That being said, you can spend on certain things at the start that might help you grow faster. Spend more on certain things, but just be careful. You can afford certain things, but not everything. So don't spend on everything. So being economic on certain things at the start will help you to grow faster. But don't spend on a lot of things that you cannot afford. Spend on things that help, but not on things that you cannot afford. So maybe renegotiate with your insurance provider or with your phone service provider too. You can do this. Maybe you want to think about purchasing rather than leasing. That can also really, really help. Maybe you don't need that new phone every 18 months. You might be surprised at the next one. So some studies show that people with around about 8 figures of net wealth, so we're talking over 7, so 8 figures net wealth means at least about $10 million or more. They spend, get this, on average about $50,000 in terms of their car purchase. That's only a tiny fraction of their wealth, you can well imagine. Oh, and they buy in cash. Now, of course, there is the alternative that you could actually do. And you could consider things more like leasing, right? And having the opportunity cost of the cash that you're not foregoing, you're not putting it down to buy the car, you're keeping it and you're investing it. If you're an excellent investor. So there is that alternative. But look, unless you're skilled at this, I do not recommend it for people starting out. I do though, however, recommend looking into the pros and the cons of investing like that for those of you that are advanced. But by the way, if this part is clicking for you, you'll love the Wealth Builders Toolkit. It's the exact $197 system I use to plan and track all of this. I'm giving it away for free for a limited period. So grab it while it's still free, links in the description. But remember, as always, you don't have to do all this at once. You don't have to put all these skills and implement them at once. The same way you don't have to buy all your future properties at once. You can buy your properties one at a time. You can put these skills into play one at a time. And we can build your wealth one skill and one property at a time. So I'll see you in the next one.